muting ourselves, Joe?
Yeah, could you? Right, we'll have a really short warm-up standing up today, and then we'll go straight to the floor. So, let's have right arm, left heel, lift, walk through. Good, and arms down. Lift up to one side, high, down the other way. Swap sides. Good, arms down, feet back in, breath in, roll down as you breathe out. Once you're there, swing, look each way. Hold still, fingertips down, walk forwards. If you lift and lower at the heels, pushing into the backs of your knees and calves. Heels down, slide back, turn side on, and onto hands and knees. A few cat stretches. And then we're going to go straight onto our backs, the swing round, and onto your backs. Feet up close to your hips, so knees bent. Check your alignment, so hips, knees and ankles all lined up, and head relaxed and neutral on the floor. Breathe in to start, and as you exhale, imprint your spine into the mat and roll away, all the way up into bridge. Take your arms up and over, breath in at the top, exhale, imprint all the way down. Try to rework one vertebrae at a time. Bring your arms with you. Breath in at the bottom. Exhale, imprint all the way up to bridge. Arms up and over as well. Breath in at the top. Exhale all the way down. Bring your arms with you. Adjust your feet if you need to, closer to your hips. Let's go again. Breath in. Exhale. All the way up, and exhale all the way down. One more. Breath in, and exhale, peel away one vertebrae, next vertebrae. All the way up. Try not to let your knees flare or push together, keep the alignment. All the way down. Okay, go up again. Keep your arms on the floor this time. All the way up to bridge. 5 hip dips. So squeeze down, squeeze up with your glutes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the bridge, arms up and over. Breath in. Exhale all the way down. Hover your arms by your thighs. If you need to support your neck and head when you do crunches, you'll need to change them and put them behind your heads now. If not, keep them hovered and draw up into a crunch. Hold there, slowly down, 5 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax down. Breath in and roll back up. All the way up. And just bring your arms down, keeping high in the bridge. Another 5 hip dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arms back and over. Breath in, exhale, imprint down. Same thing with the crunches, hold behind your necks if you need to. If not, arms hovered. 5 more crunches. So up, 1, 3, 4, 5. All the way down. Roll up one more time. Exhale. Bring the arms back down. 10 hip dips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold the bridge up with your arms. Breath in, exhale, imprint down. Go sliding all the way up. Okay, up into 10 crunches. So hands behind your head if you need to, if not, hover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and lower down. Give your knees a nice hug. Roll your lower back in. And the other way. Okay. Roll yourself up and turn to face the camera on your side. So bottom leg a little bit bent for a little bit of support and base, and head resting on your arm. Bottom arm. So you can either rest your hands on your hip or really wobbly up and over your head, or a little bit of support at the front if you need to. Hover the top leg. So a little squeeze with your waist up away from the floor. Right, we're going to do a figure of 8 with this top leg. So we normally do that on our back, so you're going to have to just get your head into drawing a figure of 8 towards the camera. Nice and slowly. Point your toes. Keep your waist strong. Try not to let your hips roll. Really working the hip rotation. Hip abductors on top now should be starting to fatigue. Keep going. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Onto your fronts. Let's have Forearms stretch for a moment, just to release that out. Let's give your hips a sway either way. Okay, all the way down onto your fronts. Right, this one, your options are easier options to keep your hands on the floor the whole time, hands and forearms. And then your next option is to do the middle version, which is just lifting the chest, keeping your forehead on your hands. So the first option is keeping your hands down. Next option, lifting your chest. Hardest option, lifting, bringing your elbows back, come in and lower down. So if you just widen your feet a little bit, give yourself a base. Squeeze up with your abs. And into whichever version you feel comfortable doing. So lift, elbows back, back in, lower down. That's your hardest option. Next easier, just lifting or arms down. So keep going with it, check up 1. Make sure your abs stay strong throughout. So squeeze up, shoulders relax. 5 more. Good, and then up into cat stretch. Relax that out. Okay, you swing around so your head is the other end. Bring my piece of paper with me. Okay, so bottom leg a little bit bent. And either fingertips in front of you for a bit of a support, or your arm up and over, or resting on your hip. Straighten your top leg, point your toes, figure of 8 towards the camera. Well done, starting to burn a little bit now. Remember your waist, keep it squeezed up. Try not to let your hips roll too much. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. On to your backs. Give everything a nice hug in. Adjust your clothing. Okay, so we're going to have one leg in tabletop. You choose. Let's say the one furthest away from the camera. And on the other leg, rest it down to start with. So 90 degrees hip and knee on the leg furthest away from your camera. Engage with your abs, so just squeeze down so your lower back is nice and strong. We're going to lift the leg on the floor up and tap the other foot. Lower down. Don't rest it on the floor, keep tapping. Lift the lower. Keep your focus on your lower back, keep it still. If that feels a bit too challenging and your lower back is moving, then bend the other knee a little. Bring that one up to tabletop and lower it down. That's your easier option. Want to work a little bit harder with your upper abs up into a crunch. Well done. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give everything a hug in. Good. Onto your side, facing the camera. Okay, nice stretchy one. If you've got a pillow, grab a pillow. If not, head onto your arm. So some nice arm openings. Let's have the knees nice and high, stable. Both arms out in front if you've got a pillow. Top arm out in front if you haven't. So we're going to draw forward with the top arm and breathe out. Open that arm over. Push your knees to the floor. Go as far as you can. Come back in. Draw it forward first, exhale, go over. Don't let your knees lift. Push forwards, over. Squeeze forward. Let your head roll with the movement. Try not to lift your head though. Let it roll on the floor or arm or pillow. Breathe out as you go over. Those last couple of last ones, draw away from you. Over you go, breathing out. Get to the point where it feels tight, probably in the front of your chest. Make sure your knees are pushing into the floor. Take a breath in and exhale. Open up that little bit more. Come back over. Draw forwards. Exhale, go over. Keep your knees pushing down. Get to the point where you feel tightness. Breath in. Open out a little bit more. Good. One more actually. Forwards and over. Breath in. Exhale. Open out that bit more. Good. Prayer stretch. Excuse me. Right, into plank, low plank, so onto forearms. Give you an easier version and a harder version. It's going to be the top half doing a bit of moving. We're not going to do a held plank. So an easier version, keep your knees on the floor. Come down into your lower plank position then. Hold the bottom half still, so abs on, and reach and tap forward with one arm. Come back in, tap forward with the other arm. Come back in. So keep tapping out in front. Obviously, if that's too much today, just do a hold. For those that don't like this position, you go and do a tabletop something or other, or all fours, do the same thing. Obviously the harder version of that is into full plank, so your knees are off the floor. Have a go. Rest down when you need to. And obviously the aim is not to let your hips roll. Looking good. Last 5 seconds. 2, 1, cat stretch. Okay, change sides for the arm opening, so you need to swing round again. Good, get everything adjusted. Arms out in front if you haven't got a pillow. Both arms out in front, if not, just your top arm. Take a breath in. As you take the hand forward, open out. Watch those knees not lifting. Come back in, arm forward, open all the way out. Breathe out as you go. In. Good, last couple before we do that breaths with it. Keep the knees pushing down. Okay, these last three, breathe in, stretch forward, over, get to the point where you feel some tightness, another breath in, and exhale, release that bit more. Hips the same stacked. Come back, draw forward, breath in, exhale, go over, stop, another breath in, exhale, release that bit more. Last one, come back, breath in, and over you go. Stop, and then breath in, exhale, release that little bit more. Good, back into cat stretch. Right, I've removed your pillow so it's not in your way. I'm going to come back, excuse me, I'll just do my hair again. Way, falling out. Onto the same side, well, any side, facing the camera again. This time, knees together and hand onto the floor, hand rather than forearm. If people aren't comfortable putting pressure through their elbows, or sort of through their shoulders, then come into tabletop instead and do some knee drops. This one's fairly tough on the shoulders. So line up your heels, hips and shoulders, and hand following the line of your hip. Looking forwards, draw your waist away from the floor, arm resting on your hip, and up into a high side lift, so to there, all the way down. And there. Options to make it harder, slide your feet away and come into full side plank lift. So into there and down. Keep going with the knee bent one. If that's easier. Try and keep looking forwards rather than at your feet or the floor. Adjust your hand if you need to. Last couple. And press stretch. All the way down onto your fronts, arms wherever you like, and separate the feet. So you're in a star position with your lower half. Okay, abs on, squeeze up, and into a double leg lift, but your legs are separated. So squeeze up. Keep the abs engaged. Try and lock your knees. Last 5. Okay, now we're going to pulse for 10. So lift and pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All fours. Release that out for the lower back. Then onto the other side, facing the camera. Knees together, and onto the hands. So looking forward, squeeze your waist up away from the floor into your lift. 10 of these. Good. Onto your backs when you're done. One last one to do before we do a little stretch off. Okay, if you need a little stretching, do so. Okay. Slight variation on a theme this time. So we're going to put the feet together, but knees apart a little, arms down on the floor. Okay, just make sure your lower back is nice and strong, so abs on. Right, we're going to go towards one corner of the mat away from you with your feet. So you're going to swing down towards one corner, come back in, swing down towards the other corner. So a little straightening of the knees as you go, but coming in and separate the knees again as you come up. Quite a challenging one. Remember to get that diagonal as you go through. Easier versions, to put one foot on the floor, just work one leg. Then swap over after say 5 or 6. Last 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Knees in. Roll your lower back into the floor. Okay. Roll yourself up. Swing towards camera into a comfortable cross-legged position, or legs out if that's more comfortable. A few stretches to finish. Okay, so let's choose the right arm, lift up, and stretch to one side. Lift up, other arm, lift as high as you can, over to the other side. Both arms up, lift as high as you can, little rotation, a couple each way. Keep the arms high and come forwards. Lift up. Put your hands behind your backs onto the floor or mat. Doesn't matter where your hands are facing, forward, back, sideways, and stretch the chest up, looking at the ceiling. Release. Breath in. Stretch up. And release. Press, stretch to finish. Sit back. Hands to one side. Couple of deep breaths. Other way. Good. And we'll finish there. I'm just going to come have a quick chat